Hello, everyone. How are you? I hope you guys are doing super well. Welcome to the first ever conscious breakthrough. I am so excited. Oh my God, so excited. I just can't wait. For you guys who don't know who I am, hey, Jasmine. I am Shika, your conscious mentor, and we do videos 3 times a week here on YouTube. And this begins the first of many called Conscious Breakthrough Lives. What they are is the next few months are really going to be transformational for a lot of people. Me, you, a lot of you have been messaging me. And through connecting with guides in spirit, I just felt like this would be a perfect timing to have these lives where you guys get to transform between now and the end of this year, December. Every Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, we are here doing a live, learning something new. So I cannot wait. I am so grateful. I am so excited. I'm going to wait a bit before we get started with it. But today I'm going to be going over what is manifestation, what is law of attraction, what exactly is the notion of those two things? And, what is the purpose of manifesting? What is the purpose? Hey, Richmond, what is the purpose of law of attraction? Before you even start doing 369 method or the manifestation methods of 555 or anything scripting, one of the most important things is to understand what is law of attraction and what is manifestation. So I'll make sure this is on. Okay, cool. But I just want to make sure that you guys know this so you can confidently come back to this. Hey, Juliet, and understand the importance of those two things. So today we're going to be deep diving into manifestation. I have written down some questions that I have noticed that you guys have been asking me that are really going to help you dive into manifesting, attracting, and so much more. And then I also go over law of attraction. Hey, UK. Hey, Juliet. Super excited for that. So without further ado, make sure you have your notes, maybe get some snacks, popcorn, chips, things like this. This live is going to be in about an hour and a bit. And we're just going to get some questions. Question period, I will have them throughout. If there is a question related to something I'm talking about in that time, I will answer. And I first want to just go into it by telling you guys what is Conscious Breakthrough Lives. Like I mentioned before, I had this channel through, and there will be different speakers, spiritual healers, people who are mentors, yoga teachers, sound healers, so many different types of people in the spiritual world that are going to help you grow and expand and learn. And it's going to be very educational. I think that's one of the biggest things is this place is going to be very educational for you guys to really dive deep into some really great topics. So I cannot wait. I'm so grateful, so excited. And like I said, every Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time here, we will have these. We have someone who's talking about past life regression. We have what is spiritual awakening, how to get through spiritual awakening, body image, traumas, healing from trauma, shadow work. We talk about the power of the moon. Astrology is going to be amazing. I know a lot of you love astrology. Understanding how your astrology, like birth chart, means to you. How does it impact your life? Hello, retrograde. We're currently in retrograde till November 13th. So we have a lot of things that we are going to be going through that this is a perfect time to go into astrology. And then we're going to end this year, our last final circle and live, doing the final full moon together. And that is going to be a celebration party on its own online here together. So excited. So excited. And I just can't wait. So that is with everything. I'm so happy for anyone who just joined in. We are starting our live on what is manifestation and law of attraction. I cannot wait. So hang in there. So let's get into it. Let's talk about manifestation. I would love for you guys to share what you feel manifestation is to you as I explain thoroughly about what manifestation is. So the first things first, manifesting is believing in something is in your life, whether it is in your life right now or not. The brain, the conscious mind believes, as well as the subconscious mind, believes that something is in your life, right? And I think this is so important, right? It's all about creating. Oh, I love that. We're so in sync. Love initialist. I love that. Creating this energy that we have and understanding the power of our energy that we create and cultivate. That's what manifestation is. Manifesting is when you were a little kid and you used to pretend like you were a unicorn and creating that, but you would go with the intuition of that sound and feeling the energy. Manifestation is dreaming of that dream job that you want to get when you're outside of university, when you want to leave university. Manifestation is bringing something into your life, whether it is in this current reality, in the past, and in the future. And this is a very big point. It is putting your energy in whatever is related in that current time from the past, present, or the future, but it is in the being of now and being in that in existence, which is why we talk about shadow work quite a bit, because shadow work talks about how do we hold on to these emotions and manifest things into our life? How do we hold on to subconscious and conscious things? Or we can visualize something that we want in our life as a way to escape this current reality and create and cultivate it into this current manifestation and create this energy and fire that we have, right? And that's beautiful. I'm just reading your comments right now. Manifestation is the art of creating. Love it. Manifestation to me is speaking things into existence. Yes, yes, and yes. I love it. Manifestation is definitely speaking things into existence. Shadow work is helping us manifest and heal the world 100%. How many of you have done shadow work? Do you know what shadow work is? Don't worry, we're going to get into that with one of our speakers that are going to come on here one of our Fridays. But for now, we really just want you guys to know the definition of manifestation, because if you don't know what that is, where that energy, that word comes from, it makes it harder to manifest things, to manifest something and put it into intention and actually grab it and allow yourself to receive that manifestation. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so let's get into manifesting as far as, can anyone manifest anything? I got this question a lot throughout the comments, and I was like, how am I gonna, this is a perfect answer. And question, sorry. Can you manifest anything? You can manifest anything that you truly want to create. You can manifest anything that you energetically want to put into this world. So can you manifest a new body? Yes. Can you manifest a different feeling? Yes. Can you manifest a new boyfriend, a new house, whatever it is, whatever you can think of? Yes, yes, and yes. You guys will notice throughout the comments, I always say, yes, you can manifest that thing. The only person that makes a difference to be able to manifest that is you. If you have any aspect of doubt in your self-conscious or questioning your ability to manifest that thing, well, then the psyche, the body, and that's from a scientific point as well, also energetically, it tells the person that you cannot have that, right? So if you're thinking of, can anyone manifest anything? If you are the true creator of your reality, of your emotions, whether it is a conscious, higher self, subconscious level, you have to decide, am I able to truly believe that I can bring in that into existence based on my current beliefs? If you have a belief that has told you not, or maybe an existence of an experience that creates itself and repeats itself in your psyche, then that's going to obviously make you think that you cannot manifest everything or anything. So again, for you to believe that that manifestation is truly yours, that you have that manifestation, that is up to you to decide. That is up to you to say that you are worthy of it. So I want you in the comments right now, or just down below, I want you to just write a letter to yourself and say, I can manifest anything that I want. It is my birthright. I can manifest anything that I want. It is my birthright. I can manifest anything that I want. It is my birthright. When you can remove the belief that you cannot manifest something, that is why one of my favorite morning routines for manifestation, because I know you guys ask me this question all the time, is affirmations. When I can create an affirmation, whether it's listening to it, hearing it, repeating it, It allows me to hold the energy of that manifestation, to hold the energy of that specific thing that I want to bring into my life and cultivate, right? So when you wake up in the morning, you have to make a decision in this lifetime, in this being, that you want to manifest, that you are worthy of having that manifestation. But if you decide to hold the energy of the shadow self, or even the doubts, or even the experiences, or someone that at some point told you that you cannot have that specific thing, then you hold yourself in a cycle of emotions that keeps you in this perspective that is only 3D. That's a whole other thing that I can go into. But in short, what that means is that it limits you. It limits you to only so much. And I know that each and every single one of you have much more power than that, much more energy than that. So, answer to that, yes, you can manifest anything that you want. That is super important. I love that you guys are reciting this because you're confirming it. It is yours. What happens when you don't get your manifestation? This is a question I get on a daily, and I feel like this is such a good one to have. What happens, Shika, if you don't get your manifestation? Is it the end of the world? Is it, do I get that manifestation into my life? One of the things I always tell people is when we manifest things, we have to understand that what you put out and communicate, number one, ask yourself, are you communicating to the universe what you want to manifest? Are you being specific? How many of you manifested something but weren't able to keep it, weren't able to get that exact thing, or got something at a lower vibrational point, right? And we're going to talk about this and revisit this in the law of attraction part on the second half of the live. But for now, just remember that. Put a pin on it in your mind. Just put a pin right there. The second point, where are you with that topic or energy of what you want to manifest in your life? Right? You are only going to receive the manifestation that is able to be entered in your life if you see that you are willing to receive that manifestation, right? So if you don't think you can receive that manifestation, then you are going to sit with yourself and say that you're going to have that self-doubt that goes with back to, can I manifest anything? You hold that lower vibrational energy. So when we're talking about what happens when your manifestation doesn't happen, you have to ask yourself, is your vibration at the same rate? Now, what if your vibration isn't? You have to ask yourself, what is your relationship with that thing? I'll give you an example. If I am manifesting a certain amount of money to pay my bills, perhaps, and my manifestation doesn't come on time, what happens? What did I do wrong that didn't manifest? What did I do wrong that wasn't allowing me to manifest properly? Well, I probably looked at my account and saw that number and created the energy of fear that lowered my vibration, that distracted me by the point of me understanding that I am the true creator and it is my birthright to have the amount that I want to bring into my life. When I held that energy for so long, eventually the universe doesn't know the difference between what you are seeing that is actually happening and what is actually going to be manifested. It only understands energy. Everything is energy. It responds to energy. So when you think of it this way, if you were to go back to that moment or to repeat that manifestation, what would you do differently? You would understand your relationship with the money. You would recite maybe different types of affirmations. You would release limiting beliefs, and it wouldn't be easy because that is the shadow work. Beliefs of maybe living in an environment most of your life where money was frugal, where you saw that abundance wasn't possible, and letting go of the fear that you have only this much and this is all that you have and that is your life, and going off of this, right? So the moment that you're able to focus and zero into that reality of what you think you can manifest, right? And you just focus on that one thing and you think, oh, well, because I don't have this money, I'm just gonna, you become a sabotage to your own manifestation. You become a block to your own manifestation and you prevent it from coming into the life. So you need to understand that the moment that we say that money in our bank account is who we are, is the moment that we are not creating that manifestation. The moment that we understand that I am still abundant without that money is the moment that you start to manifest. Simple. Materialism, abundance, all those things comes from your energy. It doesn't come from the money. Remember, paper only means something because we're in society, we use it to exchange, to buy things. But if we didn't use, like realistically, you're using that money to get something that is energy, to get an experience, to get food, to get nutrition, to get, a gym membership, to get your house, shelter. This is all root chakra that we're talking about here, right? So ensure that you tell yourself that when you are manifesting, remind yourself that the moment that you think that is abundance, that you are that money, that because that money in your account is what it is, that you are that, or because of that self-doubt is what it is, that you are that, because your ex broke up with you and decided that we need to take a break because of what's going on in the world. That wasn't an issue. That's not, divine timing. That manifestation will happen when it's supposed to. But if you hold yourself to that vibration that you weren't good enough, that it was your fault, is when you are creating that energy and preventing yourself from the manifestation of love and unconditional love by someone and by yourself. You are always abundant. I want you all to type in the comment section, I am an abundant soul. I am the true abundance. I am an abundant soul. I am the true abundance. I am an abundant soul. I am the true abundance. You are abundant. You make things abundant. You make money abundant. You make every aspect that you touch and see abundant. That is the way that the manifestation world works. And the moment that you notice that is the moment that you take away the fear, the anxiety, the depression, the low body pain vibrations that we all hold in our life, because we are moving through this world of expectations and comparisons and judgments. But if we push that aside, if we do the shadow work, if we understand that the ability of manifestation is defined, going back to manifestation is believing that something is in existence. If we still continue believing that and creating that and then feeling that, then we have no other choice but to be provided that by the universe. The universe will make it work. The Mystic card keeps coming up. It's doing things behind the scenes that you don't see, just like a movie. You just see what happens, but you don't actually see the director, the person doing the hair, every person that makes that movie happen. That's the universe. They're a big point. There wouldn't be a movie, a multi-million-dollar box office movie if it wasn't for the universe. So they're the reason why you're here. Okay, I'm going to take a breath because I was channeling so hard there. Let me know what came through for you guys, but that was all channeled. Let me get some comments here scrolling. That was fire. I'm feeling it. This is awesome. Yes, we don't manifest what we want. We manifest what we are. You are the manifestation of what you want to create. Be the money, be the house that you want, be the person that you want to love. That's what I always tell people when you're attracting love. It's not that you want to get someone that can fill you into your relationship. You're not trying to date a parent here. Or a therapist. You're dating a partner, a soulmate, a person that is going to make you energetically feel good. That's what manifestation is. When we focus so much on what we want to fulfill those holes, those pleasures, that's not manifesting. And that's where people fault a little bit when they do manifest and why it doesn't work, right? Love that. Yes, Juliet. Manifestation, it is your birthright, is literally the most powerful. I claim it. I say that a lot in times where I feel that doubt. It literally hits things, it really tells you about that. I'm just scrolling through the comments here, guys. Yes, my ex that I haven't talked to in 18 months came back into my life after manifesting her. It's crazy how manifestation works. Yes, divine timing. If it's meant to happen, it will happen. Yes, I'm so happy you guys are connecting. I will talk about manifesting things. I talk about this a lot in my video. I won't go deep into this. What if you want to manifest a specific item? Explain the item, why you want to manifest it. You guys know I always say what it is, why, and why you want to bring it into your life. I talk about those steps for specific different things throughout all my videos. So you can go check that out. I really want to focus more on the energy of like understanding manifestation and like the depths of it so you can apply it to whatever you manifest, if that makes sense. How do I keep positive energy? I try so hard. You know, you have to understand that the spiritual journey, whether it's manifestation, law of attraction, shadow work, spiritual, whatever it is, there are going to be times where you're not going to feel great. And that's okay. That's your body releasing what doesn't serve you. But the moment that you hold it in and act like everything is okay is the moment that you're hurting yourself more. So there are days where I feel off. I'll give you an example. Yesterday, new moon, I woke up and I cried that morning. And the reason why I cried was because there was just so much being told to me, so many downloads, so many feelings, so many past experiences that universe wanted me to feel. If it wasn't coming up so many times in your life, whether it's negativity or emotions, you wouldn't have to go through it to make you feel stronger. There's a reason why you're going through this. There's a reason why you're cultivating that energy. Universe wants to teach you something. Your soul has to learn something. Of course, it is your birthright to decide that. It's always your decision at the end of the day. That's why they always say, as your soul has many lives, we go through this experience where we have a choice, or not, sorry, totally hit you guys on the mic. We have a choice to go through that experience, to explain it, to really go through and say, yes, universe, I see the lesson you're giving me. I'm going to take it and go through this path. But if we don't do it, then we can only have as much as we're willing to have and receive, and to bring and to take and to want is all up to us. We paint that visionary for ourselves. So when you say, how do I keep so positive? Everyone's like, my energy. I have my low times too. And you guys will see this on my Instagram story. I'll tell you, I'll be offline. I'm taking that time away, and that's the thing. I need to give that time. That's why, like, for any women out here, on your moon cycle, take that time offline. Women are very powerful. We're very intuitive when we're in the moon cycle energy, our hormones, men too. But there is this energy while we are cultivating this birthing within our body, even if we aren't birthing or, fertile or whatnot. And it creates this sense of ability for us to manifest in power. And I'd love to do a video on that eventually more, because I've done a couple videos. But all in all, I always say that when you have those times of emotions, just like this past week that has been very intense, and you have those intense weeks coming to the full moon, new moon, or energies, or certain times of the time, allow yourself to sit in that emotion and to let go, to release, to scream, to do whatever you need to do, because that's going to affect your abundance, your manifestation. And it's also going to energetically hurt you internally if you hold it in. That's why I've worked with people with shadow work that have held things for 30, 40 years. And I'm like, I don't even, like, I understand. But man, no one deserves that. You don't deserve to go through that. And that's why I say manifesting is your birthright. You can create whatever you want. It's up to you to decide if you are able to create that and believe that you can create that. And that's this simple formula of why manifestations work and others don't. People get to a point where they're not emotionally connected to the manifestation. They don't believe that the manifestation is coming into their life. They get distracted by the energies, or they're scared. Fear is the most powerful, impactful, influential emotion that we hold as a body pain. And when someone is living on fear, they can live through so many emotions in a different, very small boxed kind of perspective. I don't want you guys to do that. You don't deserve that. That's why I say choose to be an abundant soul and to manifest what you want, because it's going to make you happy. And whatever makes you happy is from in here. It's not the money. Remember, you're the abundance. You make that money valuable with what you do with it, with what you say with it. You make that relationship happy with the energy you bring into it. These are the things that really create this manifestation, the raising of vibration, the energy, the ability to control that. That's empowerment. Loving how everyone's repeating the abundant soul one. That's great. Yes, that needs to be on a cover of a journal. That's actually, I'm going to pin that, maybe, who knows, putting it out there. Maybe we'll have like a journal. That'd be really cool for our fam. Because there's certain quotes that you guys just like resonate with, and there are certain powerful ones that I keep repeating, and I feel like it would help you guys so much, right? So I love that. Thank you, Sierra. Excuse me. Love it. Women are powerful. Yes, we are all powerful. Yes, 100%. There is energy. I love it. Okay, so let's get into the next questions on what happens when you don't manifest. So, when you aren't manifesting, I just want you guys to take away after this whole live and circle in the conscious breakthrough. I want you to understand that in order for you to add manifestation techniques and methods such as the 222 method, 333, 555, 369, write down in the comment section what method you've been using recently, whatever method it is. I want you to know that in order for that method to be effective, you need to understand the definition of manifestation. A lot of people kind of just like find a manifestation method and notice that it's very powerful, such as the 369, and they depend on the energy of creating that technique. And they forget the concept and what makes manifestation, and that's where their manifestation doesn't occur. So if that means studying the definition of what I mentioned to you guys on what is manifestation and understanding the body, the energy of manifestation, the body and energy of, why you can manifest anything and what that looks like to you, and start practicing with the small things every single day to help heighten your vibration and create that high vibe energy. So those days where you are lower, you can still bring yourself up because you're that abundant energy, right? Imagine if every single day you were able to create manifestation, which we do. And this is another thing that I want you guys to repeat. I manifest every day because we do manifest every day. You manifest the food you eat today. You manifest the people you talk to. You manifest how long it took for you to take a shower today. You manifest your, what you did, like your emotions. Every part of your day has been manifested by you, has been attracted by you. And that is sometimes a hard thing to say for some people, depending on our situation. But knowing that, I want you to know that if it was created and manifested by you, you can also change that creation and that story completely. How can you change your story? Right? The moment that you have the ability to control your emotions, you can manifest every single day. How beautiful, how blessed are we? Like, you can manifest every single day. How amazing, how beautiful are we as conscious souls that we are, as souls in this human experience. Amazing. Amazing. So if we are having that experience right now, I want you to know that in order for you to, again, apply manifestation methods, even the most powerful ones such as Nikola Tesla or any other ones, bay leaf manifestation, spells, if you will, whatever you do that helps you manifest, you need to know what this manifestation means. So I just want to make sure that you guys are all aligned with that. That feels, you're feeling it. I'm excited. I'm feeling good. How's everyone feeling right now? Are you guys feeling great? Let me know in the comment section because I am just feeling fire. I'm feeling fire. I'm channeling with spirit. I'm actually going to light a candle. I usually light a candle whenever we talk. I just feel like spirit has been very, 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 very great. We've been really close lately. We've been chatting a bit. So I don't feel as called to, have the candle so much, but now I'm like, let's put it on. We're getting into deeper stuff. So, what is the purpose of manifestation methods? I want to just go into that. So, Shika, if you know that manifestations are, important, and if you know that manifestation methods are part of heightening that experience, then where do manifestation methods play a part in the manifesting process? And there are 4 things that I felt connected when I really channeled the spirit. Samantha, I'll answer that question in a bit. Hold in existence. So here is just really understanding that the manifestation methods are supposed to make you hold in existence. So when I get questions on Shika, what is the most powerful manifestation method? Each and every single one of our souls are completely different. And each and every single one of us have a different way of learning. So my manifestation methods, I share here with you guys, but I share multiple ones that I have used in periods of time. I change my morning manifestation rituals every single so often. So for me to say what is the most powerful, they are all powerful, but there are times when you need to ask yourself which one is actually allowing you to completely hold the energy of the manifestation. If it has the recipe of allowing you to feel the emotion of the manifestation, visualize and actually feel like it's happening in this time, and to not have the sense of doubt or any lower vibration emotion, then it's working. The manifestation method that you're using is working. So you have to ask yourself after 30 days or a certain amount of time that you have been using the manifestation method, I want you to ask yourself, are you holding the existence of this manifestation? Are you believing that this manifestation is coming? Even before you start writing, like you get excited, and even after the manifestation method, you feel on fire. You feel like on top of the universe. You're feeling on fire. So here is where I always see the purpose. Existence is number one. I love how you guys are saying you're feeling really good. Yes, I'm loving it. So the other one is by sending it into your life. So bringing it into your life is where the manifestation methods can come. If you guys haven't seen my manifestation money secret technique that I use, and a lot of you said that you've never heard of it, go check it out on my money manifestation videos. But all in all, I have a very good relationship with money. And funny enough, my mom used to practice something with us a lot. And we used to think that I was like, what is she talking about? I used to collect coins and my pennies. Canadians, if you know what that is, pennies in my jar or my whatever, my little piggy bank, a little piggy. And it was more like a teddy bear. But anyways, I had this piggy bank that I would put all my coins in, my dollar bills even. And sometimes I would have so many coins, just, collecting them and whatnot. And I would just have them. And sometimes they would fall on the floor. And my mom would always say, you have to respect money. And I would be like, what are you talking about? This is a coin. Yet did she know she had a point. And what she meant is everything is energy, right? So when we're thinking about how we send things into our life, the way that we respect the things that we already have in the notion of the energy of those things, such as our own relationships before we find our soulmates, the love that we bring into people's lives in our relationships, all relationships, work, life, everything, how we put love into genuineness, into, if that feels better for you, genuineness and, unconditional love to everything that we do, that is going to cause us to be able to cultivate more into our life. If the way that we respect the money, even if it's $6 to your name, but you allow yourself to respect and say, I'm so grateful for that $6. And I am so grateful for that $10,000 that I'm going to bring into my life in a month from now. I'm so excited. You have respected money. You have done the 2 recipes of manifestation for any method. When you are able to bring something in your life, you need to be grateful and you need to already respect and understand that the energy that you give with whatever you have right now is going to give you more of it, right? Remember when we talked about how it is your birthright to have whatever you want? Right. When we talked about that, that's also the point of us saying that you have the right to have everything you want. However, you also will get more of what you want if you respect all the things that you have in this time. How many of you manifested something and it left your life? A lot of us, we all have, right? Why did it leave my life? Ask yourself, bring yourself back to that moment. Did you respect the person, the thing, the experience that you manifested into your life? Probably not. You could have put more, maybe more gratitude, more understanding, more just being, right? And if you were able to, that would have been so important. I'll give you an example. Excuse me. When I get into this disagreement with my partner, one of the biggest things that I talk about is instead of gossiping about all the things that are going wrong, I ask myself, you know what? I am so grateful. You have been so supportive. You know, I'm so grateful for this and this and this, right? Before I start to point fingers at what is going wrong. Now, that is different when it comes to having someone that energetically, you know, takes advantage of someone. That's a different notion. But when we are in a relationship of disagreement, for example, and, it is important to have those moments. That is an opportunity for us to still be grateful for what we have in the situation. And even when we are in the worst of situations, financially, relationship wise, mentally, when we can give our gratitude just for that one or two things can bring us a little bit closer to that and can also allow us to find a little bit of light and positive energy in the situation that can just give us that little bit more. And then it grows and then it grows and it grows. You notice if you've done any of my meditations, one of the things that I talk about is when we breathe, the power of breath and being able to cultivate that energy. With every breath of inhale, we expand, and with every exhale, we release with all of that doesn't serve us. We are manifesting with that energy. We are creating that energy during that time in this subconscious mindset, in this subconscious state. So as we breathe and we breathe, we create this kind of like tai chi, if you will, feng shui of energy and universal energy that expands and expands and expands. And eventually we expand it throughout our own body, our own home, our streets, our city, our country, our universe, our worlds. And we feel this connectivity. We feel this empowerment because now we have this whole power of energy that is beyond what we can see. So when we think about, you know, sending really respecting what we have in our life and asking yourself, what is that one piece of light that you can create, even if it's just a penny, even if it's just 10 cents, just creating that gratitude for it and being grateful, and also empowering and strengthening the relationship with that specific topic or area of your life of what you are manifesting within yourself, not other people externally. It's all you. It's your energy that is, spread out like that ball of white energy throughout everything else. We manifest that. And then that also attracts and impacts others around us. That's why I always say we're more connected than people think. What is the other purpose of having manifestation methods? Being conscious, 100%. A lot of us are in this workaholic phase. And the reason why this year has been so hard for a lot of people being at home is because when was the last time that you didn't have to just like sit down? You're probably a kid at that point. When you had summer breaks and you just stayed with yourself. And it's ironic enough, as I mentioned that, because a lot of you are being tested by your soul purpose on beliefs that are really driven and rooted from our childhood experiences. Because that was the last time that we were able to truly be and have that time, summer break, 2 months off, 4 months off in university, whatever it is. That was the only time that we actually had that time, right? When was the last time that you actually had time to be at home all the time, that you weren't running around on this clock of 9 to 5, picking up the kids, going to sports practices, leaving the house to do work, all these other things, your other job, whatever it is, all your responsibilities. And for the first time, it sounds scary having this quietness and being, and that's why there's so much growth in everyone this year. So when we think about being conscious, when we can be conscious, be now, like just if we were to just right now let's just do an activity together. If we can all close our eyes together. And I just want you to focus on my voice, just my voice and your breath. That's all. We're not going to focus anything else. You're still focusing. You're still focusing. You're still focusing. And I want you to take a deep breath in through the nose, closing your eyes, and exhale through the mouth. Feel and be with your breath. Still with me. Perfect. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Listen to your breath. Notice the ability to bring this power, this stillness of your breath. And I want you to just listen to the words as you say it to yourself right now. I am the conscious being. I am the conscious being. I am the conscious being. I am being. I am being. I am being. And I want you to open your eyes. I want you to type in the comment sections what you felt. When you can feel that, when you manifest, that is power. Because when you can bring all your intention to the words, to the energy, to the emotion, a few seconds, you find the sense of peace. Where there is calm, there is control, there is power. But when there is distraction, there is distraction. So the more you're able to practice those breaths, whether it's at your office or home or kids are running around, take a second, breathe. You'll notice that there is a sense of quietness. I do this a lot. I even do it on sometimes calls. When I'm having a session with someone, I will breathe because it allows me to tap, but it also allows me to be, and I can hold and I can be more sensitive. And that allows you to be more aware of your intuition. When you're being conscious through the manifestation methods, you are tapping into your intuition. Self-doubt goes away, double checking decisions, all these things go away because you are being conscious. You are being just being. That is something that I learned from Deepak Chopra, as well as a lot of others amazing people out there. But one of the things I always say is just be the conscious being that you can be. And I think that's super important. A lot of you mentioned that you feel really calm. You felt shivers. Yes, that's the quietness, feeling, attuning to that body of silence and being, and that's all part of it. But when we hold that energy, there is so much power in that, so much power. And I want you all to know that, okay? Let's get into the next step. Law of attraction, like attracts like. That is law of attraction. Law of attraction is defined as, actually hold the pin on that. I forgot a point here that I scribbled in when I was meditating. I will go back to this in a second. The next thing is raise vibration. So let's talk about raising our vibration. When we look at manifestation methods, a lot of the times, a lot of people, again, it's used in order for you to raise your vibration. One of my favorite manifestation methods is dancing, allowing myself to celebrate my manifestation because I'm excited, I'm happy, I'm looking forward to it. When I can hold that energy, nothing can stop me. Nothing, right? So again, remember, manifestation methods are used to help you with the existence of what is truly yours, what is your birthright to bring into your life. The moment that you decide that there are other emotion pains that come through, or if you feel that, it is your responsibility as a conscious soul to release that. And it's also important because you don't want to be a body pain living in a non-conscious life that is just through the means of pleasures, goals, hyper masculine energetic actions. That's not what we're going for, right? So understand that the manifestation methods are all a bonus, but you need to understand that the being, much importantly, working on the breath work, working on the understanding of what manifestation is, understanding why you weren't able to hold that vibration if you manifested something and it didn't occur, doing the shadow work, that is all it. And then after, when you start to add the manifestation methods, it just heightens it. But remember that manifesting is speaking into existence of what you want to bring into your life. I love that. Hey, Court. Okay. Next thing. Now we're on to law of attraction. Do you guys have any questions about manifestation? Please let me know in the comment section. I know we covered a lot of things. I'm like looking at the time, like, how is it already 4:40? I mean, 40, not 4:40. It's already 44 minutes. Like, what in the world? Crazy. Thanks, Court. Any questions that you guys have at all, feel free. No, none, nada, nilch. Okay, off to the next. Let's talk about law of attraction. Law of attraction is very important for manifestation and also to how can I manifest a house? Sorry, I got distracted. I actually have a video on this for the 369 method, Angeli, so you can go check that out. Hi, Kimberly. And that will be very helpful for you. So go check that out. Okay, so let's talk about law of attraction. Law of attraction is basically understanding that a thought, any thought that we have, becomes a thing, right? So think about it. When you were a kid and you wanted a two-wheeler bike, when you thought about it, you thought and you thought and you thought, and you kept on pushing mom and dad. Every time they would bring you to the store, you would say, hey, I really want that bike, or I really wish I had my bike. But then eventually time goes by, and you still dream about the bike. You probably draw about the bike, your paintings, you feel it, you be it, and eventually you are that bike. That is law of attraction. You attracted that bike into your life because you believe that you were going to get it for your birthday. You believe that you were going to get it for there. So see how there's so many patterns within our inner child that really allows us to cultivate, manifest, create, be the true creators of our life in our everyday life, even in adulthood, even in teenhood, even in every aspect of our life. So I think that's so important. I'm still waiting notes. That's awesome. Love it that you're writing notes, Juliet. So I think it's really important that we take that into consideration. Now, if we know that, then what is law of attraction? Law of attraction is creating that thought, drawing that bike, being that bike, fully working on. Mom and dad said no, but I know I'm going to get that bike, believing and holding into that intention of this bike completely and focusing your energy on that bike specifically, right? That's law of attraction. Now, when we take law of attraction, what exactly is it? Like attracts like. And what aspect of this energy, what does that mean? Like attracts like basically means what you are. Remember when we talked about at manifestation, we discussed a little bit about manifesting is all about understanding that the money doesn't actually mean anything. You make the money valuable because you decide where that energy goes. Same with law of attraction. If you see money as abundant, as not something that is a lack of, then you're going to make more money because you're grateful for it. You don't see it as a lack of, you're holding that energy and it continues to flow to you. There's no stop, right? There's no turning off the machine. It keeps flowing. So when you become that energy of that money, if you hold and become what you want, the emotions of what you want to create, what you want to buy with that money, then that is what you're going to attain. But the moment that you attract the sense of, lack or what's not working for you and focusing your energy on the negativity is the moment that you paint out that attraction and manifest that, whether it's consciously or subconsciously. That's why I always tell people it's so important for us to understand and to tap in and to just remind ourselves, what is our conscious thought? What is our subconscious thought? What are the differences between the two aspects, the two areas? And are they both balanced and aligned? If consciously you're telling yourself, everything's okay, I am so happy, guys, this has been such an amazing year, but subconsciously, I have anxiety, I'm going through depression, I'm going through all these things, then your body, your conscious doesn't know what's going on, right? So that's why people go through awakenings, because they notice, wait a minute, I've been going through this and my body, my mind is telling me I've been going through so much, but I'm acting like everything is fine. And you hit that point when things are not fine. And that's where people go through an awakening, is when we understand that our core beliefs become something that is challenged by us based on our abilities to expand on a cellular level and our abilities to notice or realize things or major changes into our life. So understand that, back to the notion of law of attraction, like attracts like. You have to be what you want to become. And if you aren't what you can become that, then you have to create that shadow work, that deeper inner work, in order for you to get the answers to what you need to do next. sitting into the situation is not going to help. But when we can hold that, when we can do that, why we have this community here, right? It's for you guys to come here, to chat, to know that you're not alone, to ask questions, especially in a year where so many people are going through a lot of things that they probably never felt before. This is your time to shine, right? This is your time to shift. So again, when you do that, it's going to make such a difference. Remember, like attracts like. So I want you to type in this affirmation. I am what I want to attract. I am what I want to attract. I want you to close your eyes and to notice the thoughts that come through. I am what I want to attract. I am what I want to attract. Now, if there is anything that you are right now that you don't want to attract, I want you to write down in the comment sections, I release and let go whatever that is. I release and let go whatever that is. The whatever that is what you're trying to let go. So I release and let go. Write down whatever that specific thing is. So for example, I release and let go my frugality of money because I know I'm an abundant soul. Put a solution to that. I want you to create that mindset, to change your thoughts, to shift it, because that is when the real magic happens. That is when we truly start to shift, when things start to really go into a different energy, and that is magic. That's manifestation magic, I'm telling you. So I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Questions. I'm just reading as you guys are cultivating your manifestation energy, because you are, and you guys are all amazing. Kimberly Jose, I just saw your question. I know I just started with the law of attraction while everyone's claiming what they're releasing. I have a question. For any reason negative doubts, thoughts come into my mind, what advice would you give to help remove that? So detachment, I do have a video on law of attraction and how to detach from things. So thoughts, people, go watch that video. It's going to be very helpful for you. But all in all, you have to understand that whatever doubts you have has nothing to do with you and is not you. It is what you create based on whatever it is. So you have to sit with yourself with that word and to really see where does that energy come from. And you can ask yourself, you can ask your guides, but allow yourself to be aware of that. Then go watch my law of attraction detachment video. It will help you. Okay, I'm just reading through everyone's. I am what I want to attract. Yes, 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 yes. I release and let go of the doubt because I know I'm going to get it. Yes, even claim, Samantha, what are you going to get? Be specific. I release and let go my worries because I know it is divine timing. Yes, yes, yes. I trust that the universe will support me. 100%. I am now release my past. I now dissolving my negative. Yes, I would even say release. Use your words. Release is so much better than dissolving, right? When you dissolve something, it can still be created in this entirety of universe, in this dimension. Say I release, Jose, is better for you, or Kimberly. So I now release all negative beliefs. I am now letting go my fears, resentfulness, and disappointments. I trust. You completely trust. That's amazing. I release and let go the lack of motivation, because I know that I can be whatever I put my mind into. Amazing. I release and let go the lack of money because I know I am the magnet to money and good things come in. Yes, I release and let go to negative thoughts and I welcome poor positive energy. Love it. I release old money and beliefs keeping me from playing small in my life. Yes, Court, you are not small. You are big. You are abundant. Everyone, you are all abundant. I love that. How does that make you feel? Like, you understand, see the affirmations, how powerful they can be. I want to start to create more affirmation videos because they are so powerful. And when we can cultivate that magic, nothing can stop you. Absolutely nothing. So amazing job. Let's get into the 7 laws of law of attraction. If you guys know Abraham Hicks, the amazing person, if you have a chance, one of the great resources that I will recommend to deeper and further understand law of attraction, definitely go read her book. And definitely go buy her book if you can. I feel like buying it is just so much better because you can go back to it if you would prefer having an audiobook. If you like have kids and you're busy, it's better than not reading it, but it is one of the most impactful books. I read a chapter here and there. I'll choose a chapter and just listen to it in the morning sometimes, and it just allows me to deepen and understand law of attraction. So any of the books, Law of Attraction with Abraham Hicks, amazing. So yeah, go get that. Amazing. So I wrote down the 7 laws of law of attraction. I'm going to talk about them, and I want to talk about them more on how they can impact you. I believe that when you're describing something, it's not just tool to definition, but practical to our experience as conscious souls. So get prepared, get your notes, get some water, take your snacky snacks because we're getting into it. Core just said that should be said. That are keeping small. I'm big. Yes, 100%. I release and let go for unforgiveness. Yes, forgive. Forgiveness is a place that we get to eventually, and it takes time. So do be patient with yourself with forgiveness if this resonates with anyone. Okay, law of attraction manifestation. So that's the first and most well-known one that people know. How do you use law of attraction for manifestation? By being the manifestation or the thing that you want to bring into your life, you create and you hold that energy. So when you talk about law of attraction, self-doubt, negativity, as much as I manifest, I also release. If I am manifesting 2 things, I am releasing 2 things minimum. The reason why is because you don't want to end up having a closet filled with clothes that you can't even understand or know when the last time you wore that sweater, right? So it's all about understanding that when we ask for something to come into our life, we have to be ready to have it. We have to be ready to understand that we have room in our life to focus ourselves on that energy. And if we don't have room in our life for that energy, sorry, there was a fly there, like in our energy or whatnot, that means that we have, which is, put a pin on this. I know this is off topic. If anyone doesn't know, flies mean abundance. And the funny thing is we were talking about affirmations and stuff. So let me tell you guys, you will be abundant. You will feel some energy after this amazing live. But yeah, I remember I'll tell you the story later, but flies are actually such an abundant energy. Just a heads up for you guys if that resonates with anyone. Anywho, I digress. So manifesting is all about cultivating that energy of understanding how can we attract with it. So we're actually going to do an activity together. I want you to close your eyes and I want you to hold your hands downwards, crossed legs. Okay. We're going to close our eyes and we're going to do such a powerful energy. I want you to breathe and take the breath all the way from the bottom of your spine, all the way to the top of your head. And then we're going to release back down from the top of our crown, all the way down to the bottoms of our feet. Okay, so inhale from our root chakra, exhale from the crown to our root. So root to crown, crown to root, okay? So I want you to do this. Now, when we are doing this, we are only doing it through our mouth, no nose. We're breathing in and out through the mouth, okay? And this is a very powerful, energizing activity that we're going to do for law of attraction manifestation. So you want to close your eyes. We're going to take a deep breath in through the mouth. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Bring it all the way to the top of your head. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Feel that energy moving. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let your breath go to a natural breath. And now we are going to speed our vibration in that same activity, doing a breath, 2 breaths per second. So it will sound like this through the mouth. And I want you to bring your attention to your third eye, okay? When you are thinking of this, I want you to think of just only one manifestation that you are bringing into this space together here. We are creating this energizing space as a collective. So bring your attention as you close your eyes to your third eye, and we will start. Keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. I want you to visualize that manifestation. I want you to feel that manifestation as you keep breathing. You're still breathing. Keep breathing, keep breathing. Focus your energy at your third eye. You're focusing the gaze at the third eye as you close your eyes. You feel that manifestation. You're empowered. This is yours. This is your birthright. Your manifestation is your birthright. You are fueling this manifestation and you are putting it within your energy source. It is you. You are becoming that manifestation. I want you to picture this manifestation coming to you in a way to your solar plexus, right below your heart space. And as you continue to breathe in and out, keep going. I want you to focus and allow yourself to see the light expand throughout the body, all the way down the stomach, your legs, your feet, your toes, and up the heart space, your shoulders and your arms and your fingers. Feel that energy. Keep going. You're doing amazing. We're almost there. Up the throat, your head, and then you feel that energy flowing through your head. This light, this manifestation is your birthright and it is yours. It is divinely yours. I want you to stop breathing and just go to a natural breath now. Just breathe normally, focusing on the breath. Notice how your body feels right now. Your hands are warm, right? Your body is just feeling this energy and you're letting those energies settle where they need to, back into the solar plexus. You're feeling excited. You're feeling embraced and ready. Oh, this feels so good. Feels so good. I am the true creator of my abundance. All that I want to manifest is my birthright. I want you to slowly open your eyes. And I would love to hear your experiences in the comment sections. I feel amazing. I feel empowered. That is a great example of law of attraction and manifestation. We were able to manifest right now together through breath, through energy, through inhaling, through exhaling. We were able to cultivate that energy, that visual, and bring it into us and be that. And feel that heat and that light that we created and that manifestation. So I love that. Yes. I feel relieved. Yes. Relaxed. Felt light. I love this. I love this. Amazing. I'm so happy to hear that. As you guys share your experiences and what you felt, I'm going to move on to the second law of attraction out of the 7 laws. And this is magnetization, like magnetization in the sense of we magnetize what we want in our life, even if we don't know. And this is very powerful. So what I am, for example, have you ever noticed that things that you do in your life, you become or you attract those things by other people, by other things as well? So for example, I've had times where I've manifested various things into my life because I was that thing. I remember manifesting new friends. And when I did so, I visualize what I would do on that day with my friends. I became the friend that I would want someone to be. And in doing that, I was able to manifest that friend in 2 weeks. I manifested 4 friends in 2 weeks by being that. So again, manifestation is the core definition of this with law of attraction. Like attracts like. If what we are is what we become, what we are subconsciously and consciously, whether we know it, which is why some of us sometimes attract the wrong things, wrong relationships, wrong opportunities, various things. Sometimes there is soul contracts and other levels of things that we'll get into in the other lives that can create that ability for us to end up manifesting those things. Okay, so basically, you are the magnet that attracts whatever it is. You are the abundance. You are what you want to bring in the first place. And you claiming what you want is just letting universe know, oh, we're going to shift this energy here. Right. But if you're not able to hold that, or you're kind of in and out and on the fence subconsciously and consciously, universe will just go based on what you are majority communicating to them. Right. I'm seeing 1111 right now. That's crazy. New beginnings, new feelings, new energies. I love that. Okay, so Julia just said, I feel empowered too. First time, like power is growing. I love it. Feels so good. I love this. Amazing. I'm so happy to hear you guys are loving it. The third one is desire. Do you want this manifestation? Now, I want to really focus on the specific question I kept going. Shika, what happens when I manifest something and I no longer want to manifest it? I don't see myself connecting to the technique anymore, the manifestation method. This is where law of attraction comes in. Our desires change as we change and upgrade as conscious souls. Sometimes you may want a certain relationship, and then later on 2 weeks, you might not want that relationship because you have shifted on an energetic level. That is the difference between that and the difference between just not wanting that relationship because you're indecisive, right? So you see how there's a difference of energy vibration here. The desire in law of attraction is we want to have something. And if we want it so badly, just like that bike, we will have that thing that we want, and it will come to us in our life. So desire is needed in order for us to, with physics as well as just the quantum aspect, you need to want that manifestation. You need to want things. You need to want and know that you are worthy to receive what you want in your life and shift into your life. If you don't have that, then the desire is what falls into, whatever the universe can give you based on the limited desires that you currently have, and you are magnetizing into your life. You see the connections here? So desire is very important. The fourth one we have is balance. And this one really cultivates in manifestation and law of attraction, because as much as we want to like attracts like, want to bring things into our life, we also have to release things. And I bring back to this analogy of the closet. If we were to keep every piece of clothes that we had since we were a baby, our clothing we wouldn't even be able to fit it in our closet, right? It would be overwhelming. And every time you would look at it, you would get stressed, you would get fear, you would get anxiety. But if you know that if you go through it and you do some deep cleaning here and there, that's why I always say environment is a big energetic aspect too. We understand that we are balancing ourselves. So whenever you manifest something, understand there needs to be a balance. There's also a balance of two emotions, grief and love and happiness. Where there is happiness, there is also grief. But where there is grief, there are lessons and there are releasing so you can get something better. So understand that if you are currently going through grief, you need to honor those emotions. You need to replenish that energy in order for you to create that expansion of happiness, to layer and be even happier than you were before this event, this thing that happened, right? So understand, understand that balance is so important. We need to balance our life. As conscious souls, going back to the first technique that we did on the breath work, when we are breathing with ourselves, when we are being with ourselves, we are holding the energy with ourselves. Then when we can be, then we are able to balance who we are. We are able to balance our physical form, our conscious self, our subconscious self, our higher conscious self, our soul self, all aspects of ourselves. We are able to balance. Without balance, there becomes this disconnect. And this is what we've seen this year. Because there wasn't balance and so many people were chasing after what they wanted on a materialism of aspect of, pleasures and desires that were based on what other people thought and other people's judgments as opposed to ourselves, universe decided to make us do internal work this year. And in doing that, it has been overwhelming because people have been working most of their life, majority of their life, looking at a screen, scrolling on a phone, absorbing themselves into the space of comparison. And it's creating this sense of unsatisfied pleasures of what is accepted, what is happiness. But when we can strip those things away and just be, going back to the first thing that I talked about, manifesting is all about being that money, knowing that you are the abundance, you make things valuable. You don't need that materialism to be valuable, is when those materialisms end up having more value in them because of yourself seeing the value of themselves. So balance is so important. Harmony is important. We talk about harmony with the out of the 7 laws of law of attraction, because this one really focuses on synchronicities. What that means is, you notice when you see 111, 222, 555, all those things, right? All those things allow us to have synchronicities, right? What are some synchronicities we've seen so far this year? Well, we've had an opportunity for us to purge out energy. We've changed history through justice. We've been able to have people leave their jobs and relationships that were not satisfying them based on their ability to expand on a cellular level of this year. We've been able to, feel and be more connected to our intuitions and our emotions, even in times when we didn't feel like it and we wanted to block it out and act like things were okay. We have harmonized ourselves into a new routine that has allowed us to find new things about ourselves and the people around us. Harmony is so key when we're attracting like within like. If we force things to harmonize with us, we create this false realization, reality that no longer exists, which creates this false universe that is no longer there. And when we have that, we create a self who looks for self-validation, that looks for self-worth in other things, that holds the energy of materialism and pleasures out of not a great intention of what we want. So as conscious souls, when we look at harmony, allow ourselves to flow through the detours that universe gives us, allow ourselves to flow through the shifts and the energies and what we're forced to being seen in the next coming months, because we all know right now, as I'm recording this, it is retrograde. Whatever time it is, energy is always flowing. Energy is always shifting. It's purging, and we do too, and we have to. But now we're just more aware of it. And that's the shift that we've had. So harmony, be harmonized with your manifestation, be harmonized with your life. And if there is something that is in balance, that is up to you to create that balance back into your life and to face beyond the fear of which you are currently feeling. Channels, man, crazy. Like feeling the channels. Okay, the last 2 that we have is right of action. And I think this is so, so important. Our right to have the action to attract those things, right? We are able to do whatever we want at the end of the day. We truly are. But, there are times where we feel that we're kind of controlled by our own fears. We're controlled by our own psyche. But when we're able to tune into back to that state of being, we can understand that there is more control within us than we thought. And that's when things get interesting. So understand that the right of action is the right for us to act on our emotions, whether we want to change it or change it from our current state or be what we are. The right is to act into understanding what we were worthy of, what we're able to receive. That is our right. It is our birthright. Everything is our birthright at the end of the day. So the right of action is our ability to act the way that we should and act the way that we want to, because we are a free being, we are a free soul. The only reason why we don't feel free is because we allow ourselves to be controlled by fear. When you can step out of the fear, you look and you see yourself from a space outside of the human body of seeing what you were doing before, and it's very shifting. It's very crazy. When I was going through time, what do you call it? Going through time. I think that's the word. And I remember when I was meditating one time, I can see myself in the room meditating. And I was observing myself and seeing the way I reacted as I went through these emotions. And as the soul I saw where I was holding myself in. When you can get to that point of consciousness, it is very transformative, because the moment that you notice something is holding you back, you go into your consciousness, you see that, you disconnect yourself from that, and you also are more likely to purge it, to release it. The last one is universal influence. This is very, very important. The universe does everything in divine timing for your soul. And sometimes if we ignore those signs, they become louder and louder and louder. So with the law of attraction of universal influence, the universe is always influencing things, such as things that don't work out, things that work out, things that are timing. Think of something that just happened ironically or out of time, right? Here is really saying that the universe always influences things such as the stars and the moon and the planets. It also influences our life. And we have to understand that when we go through manifestation and law of attraction, we put out that energy, but we have to flow. And that's what allows us to challenge and change and to expand as beings, is because we are influenced. We are getting knowledge from dimensions. We are getting knowledge from our guides. We're getting knowledge from ourself, our past lives, our souls, and all those other things that are all into the whole shift of our consciousness. But the universal influence is meant for us to understand where we are in our growth in this spiritual shift. So that is law of attraction. I really hope that you guys have more understanding now of what is manifestation, what is law of attraction, what is all this information. Shika, tell me more. I hope that you feel so much better, so much more like influenced and understanding of understanding of what exactly is manifestation and law of attraction. I would love to get questions. So if you guys have any questions on law of attraction, manifestation, I really tried to go thoroughly. I went through some of the comments that you guys had on the channel and really just thought, okay, what is manifestation, law of attraction from the perspective of you? What is going to be easy for people who have been in the spiritual world for a while, those who are just starting, those who are like, every person who is interested in manifestation, law of attraction, to really understand, but also to really just feel guided throughout this whole experience that we have. Samantha just said it helped a lot. I love it. I'd love to hear in the comment section, what is the one thing, the one takeaway that you got from this live that you really, really enjoyed? I'd love to hear. And yeah, for the next week, we're going to be talking about the power of rituals and how important it is for manifesting law of attraction with Summer Monet. I'm so excited to have her. She will be next week, 6 p.m. Eastern time on Friday, and she'll be our first guest. So I cannot wait. Cora, you channeled so much. Yeah, I did. It was like crazy. It's funny. I make points with meditation, and then I just like share things. And usually when people are like, Shika, remember when you said that? I don't remember. So again, if you comment on something that I don't really remember, you might have to tickle my memory a little bit for me to remember. But yeah, a lot of the things I do channel quite a bit. I got that. You can't manifest if you're not connected to spirit. You can manifest. You're always connected to spirit. I just want to correct that. A lot of people are saying when they sit with their meditation, they're not able to visualize or they don't feel. You are always connected. It is kind of spirit's job, since you came into this world, this human life form, to protect you. So even if you haven't connected with them yet, sometimes they will show themselves when they're meant to. I recently got to know some of my spirit guides, and it didn't come till much later into my life. So understand that. Don't be discouraged if you are not getting those direct answers, and they are giving you more answers than you think. It's all about changing perspective. So I hope that helps, Samantha, because that is something that I've heard a lot of people say. I don't feel like I'm connecting with spirit. They're always there, and you just have to communicate with them. Energy is like a person. When you build that relationship with them, whether it's through meditation or writing or whatever it is. Finding different ways to communicate with them is going to allow them to find the best way that works for them to communicate with you. There are certain guides of mine that I can talk to, others that I can feel, others that I can hear, others that I can chant to. It depends on the guide, right? So you really want to flow with that energy and not be discouraged if you can't connect with them right away. I think that's so important. So I hope that answers your question. Guys, don't forget to give this video a like, share with your friends, share. And also, if you can post on your story on your Instagram and tag me and let me know how you enjoyed it. Like, what was your favorite thing that you learned? I would love to share on my Instagram because I love hearing those questions and what you guys have to share and everything. And I will see you guys in the next live next week, Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. I love you guys so much. Happy weekend. And don't forget, remembering the understanding of manifestation, law of attraction is going to help you be able to even have more power in your experience and deepen your relationship with guides, with your consciousness, and so much more. I love you guys so much. See you soon. Bye.